Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, MYNN. So in this flight, we're going to go from Nassau, MYNN, over to Turks and Caicos, the islands of Turks and Caicos. The airport is Providenciales, if I can say that correctly. Providenciales, something like that. Airport, and its ICAO or ICAO code is MBPV. So we'll go over here. You see, it's about 351 miles, so a bit longer than what we've been doing. So we'll use the tower here at Nassau to give us a runway to take off. And I've put this in here. I've got these from the chart. Advil, then Benz, Amuso, and then down to the runway. If you look at the chart, come over here to Advil right here. Then over to Benos, I guess you would pronounce it. On heading of 193 degrees, we need to be at 2,000 when we get to Benos. And then, let's see, it was down to 1,700 feet at Amuso, and then down to the runway, which I believe, I'm thinking it's like 15 feet, and the approach course is 103 degrees. And I should be able to get these GPS fixes in here, all these fixes. Advil, Benos, I guess, and Amuso, down to the runway. There is no ILS or anything, and we'll be landing, as you can see right here, the wind. So I was just going to come in here and land on runway 10. And I guess with that, we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, we're actually at our plane. I was just checking this out. It was like, something looks weird. I couldn't tell if like, they had like a door open the stairs. I was like, I've never seen that. And no, but it's just, it's at the wrong place. It's at the fuel pump. Kind of odd. There's ours. Here. Thought that looked a little odd. I was like, do they really have a static plane with like doors open and stairs and stuff? It's crazy. By the way, I didn't have those GPS fixes at all on FSX. Maybe it's just intersections that we have, not the fixes. So that sucks. That really sucks. Parking brake is on. Go ahead and get in the aircraft. We'll load everything up. I'm going to put this at 1,300 miles. It's over like 20%. I'm going to put it at 50 to see how much cargo we can get in. And then we'll start lowering it. Alright, well heck, with 50% fuel, which should be enough, we'll be able to still put all our cargo in, only be 98%. So I'm alright with that. Let's set our type to a normal flight. Set our destination. It was MBPV. Providenciales. Right? Providenciales. Property
Destination set.
Of the UK. Load her up immediately.
Check flight control. Check.
There we go. Alright. That bar, move this over to the top. Go ahead and put your belts on. Alright, let's check her out here. The landing gear control is down. Avionics master switch. We'll go ahead and put that in start. Alright, ignition switch goes to auto or off. I'm going to put that in auto. The starter switch is obviously off. The source selector, with that crash gate, I'll put it on battery. So we normally do. Authorization to start the engine, we'll say we've already got that. Oxygen, of course we don't do. Passenger briefing, CAS display, excess door warning if installed. Should be off. Warning, oxygen off. I'm not going to actually check that because it should be fine. If we're starting our engine, we need to come down here and check our fuel quantity. 76 and 76, I think last time it was like 60, so that sounds right. We are carrying a lot more fuel. Alright, the tank selector. Put that on right. Fuel selector switch can go to auto. Alright. So, exterior lights panel strobe, we're not going to do that, of course. We do put the navigation lights on. Interior lights, we don't have to worry about that. The navigation lights, like I said, are on. Won't have a flashlight. Electric power panel source selector goes to battery. Voltage, let's check that out. 24.5 volts, give or take. We're at 27.7, which is where we're always at. That's good. Engine controls, manual override control is off down in the notch position. Power lever is idle. Propeller governor, max RPM, condition lever is in cutoff. Alright. Flaps are up. Fuel panel. Auxiliary boost pump switch goes on. Propeller area is clear. Engine start. Ignition is an auto. Starter will be on. We're going to talk to them first. Wait, are we talking to them first? No, we'll just start up, I guess. Then we'll talk to them. Alright, so I guess we are ready to start this thing. Come down here. I can't remember. I think we have to back out a little bit. I'm going to go at 11. I think she starts... There we go. We don't need their permission to do that. Alright, just reset my altimeter there. Alright, let's go up here and we'll cut the starter off. Turn off those. Alright, ignition switch, auto. I think, are we in, alright, we are in auto. Alright. Okay, so we cleared those messages. Condition lever, low idle. I'm just going to give it a little bit more fuel. Alright, let's see here. The oil pressure is in the green. Oil temperature is also in the green. We have no message about oil pressure problem. Just checking. I thought we forgot something, but I think we were actually good. Alright, I gotta get through these next couple pages that we don't actually need because we started up just fine. Let's see here. Condition lever now goes to high idle. Or high or idle. Engine instruments check NG, give or take 69%. It says actually plus 2%. Alright, so you see it's at 70. Come down to 69, so that's good. Oil pressure and oil temperature both are in the green. Fuel panel. The boost pump switch goes to auto. Alright, generator. It actually doesn't even say what to do with the generator, but we put that in main. It just says generator. Alright, ammeter. It's 8 and 7, and volts are around 28. We're at 27.8. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, and that's all with that procedure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hit up ATC while I'm getting out the others, so I can go ahead and talk to them. Would you say, I guess we're kind of going a little more to the east than south, really?
Nassau ground, Papa Delta 182 with November. Request taxi for takeoff, east departure. Papa Delta 182, taxi to and hold short of runway 14 using taxiway Lima 5 Hotel. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready.
Acknowledge that taxi clearance.
Short runway 14 via taxiway Lima 5 Hotel, Papa Delta 182.
No, I didn't see in the procedures where it told me to go ahead and turn on the avionics. I'm pretty sure that needs to be on. I'll go ahead and turn on the AP trims as well. You see, I want to be able to get all this. We're taking off on runway 14. So I want to get this over to 14. I might actually have the actual runway heading. Now we took off on Yeah, 14 actually. It is 142, so I can go ahead and put that in. Alright, the taxi light will be coming on. Let me go ahead and turn that on. Taxi light on. Inert SEP, you need to come on. Clear that.
Nassau ground, cactus 1052 with November.
Alright, parking brake will come off. Let me go ahead and do the cabin pressurization. I haven't given too much thought about exactly how high we're going to go. Let's see if that'll even come on. Sometimes it... There it goes. I'm going to set it at 2,000 again, or 2. It seems to work, and I haven't had any problems with this, so we'll leave it there. Alright, so that looks all looks good. We can go ahead and taxi on over. Let me turn on the progressive taxi. Are we to the right or to the left? We're off to the left. Bring my yoke back. Parking brake is off. We'll go ahead and give her a little power. Or if this guy's going to be right beside us or where he's going. That's right, we'll let him go because I got to stop on the runway and do those checks and everything. There he goes. Alright, coming right behind you, buddy. Oh, she does feel heavier, I gotta say. It's taking a lot more thrust to get her going than it did in our last flight. United. I like those planes, those United planes. It's very plain, that livery. I mean, it's really just white with blue United in the tail, but I really like it. But the Spirit isn't too bad either, really. I'm surprised they're down here. You don't see a whole lot of Spirit airlines anyway, really. It's one of those, cheap airlines. Budget airlines. You pay very little, they give you very little. I guess that's really what it is. But hey, I guess it's alright. I mean, they're in business. I guess that's a good thing. And hey, who cares if it's cheap? As long as you land safely, I mean, damn. Unless it's a long flight, then you want some amenities and stuff, but hell. It's like Southwest. You don't get anything on Southwest, but every flight I've been on has been like maybe an hour at the most. What the hell do I need? I got some music for me with the headphones. That's all I need. I don't want to pay anything more. Trying to control my power on these turns and everything, turn a little better. Plus we got him, so we can't just do what we want. Now, let me see something. Runway 14. I believe that's the one right to our left. Right? Isn't that just the threshold down there? I mean, we can get up from right here. So, we'll take off from right here. A little intersection takeoff.
United 237 with Oscar, ready to taxi IFR.
Man, everybody's getting out of here right now.
And hold short of runway 14 using taxiway Lima 5 Hotel. Contact tower on 119.5.
She gets going a little too quick sometimes.
Taxiing hold short runway 14 using taxiway Lima 5 Hotel. United 237.
Probably give him a bit of a stall on taking off. Maybe the guy we were just following might get out of here though. Alright, we'll come up here and stop. There we go. Parking brake, I'll turn you on. Oh my goodness, what is that? WestJet, I hope he wasn't planning on... Oh, he is. Oh, that's fantastic. Hello. But wait, he'll stop. Well, no, he won't. I was gonna say ATC. Usually they stop. Hello. So weird. Oh well. Parking brake set. Alright, the message about our parking brake is on there. Condition lever is in Ohio.
Nassau ground 2754. Request taxi to the gate.
Okay. Propeller governor. Governor twice. Flaps go to takeoff. Alright, we don't have to worry about all the de-icing and everything. The runway is good, so inert SEP can come off. Beetle heat comes on. Just look at all the flight controls on the deflections and everything. Rudder pedals, that's all good. Alright, so flight controls, like I say, are all good. Belts are on. Let's go ahead and ask for permission. Man, that guy hasn't gotten over there yet.
Departure to the east. Papa Delta 182 cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 departure to the east approved.
Acknowledge that. So we're gonna go ahead and get on the runway. We'll just stop them. Strobe, and the landing lights are on. Oh, see.
Ready for IFR departure. Runway 14. Cactus 1052. Hold short. Runway 14.
Bleeds are going into auto.
TBM on the runway.
Turn off that parking brake. Let's get on the runway. We'll try to do this quickly.
Cactus 1052.
I'm going to set this to 18.5. Not sure if we're going more east or south, because then it would be, I'd put it at 17.5, 19.5, whichever. If we're going more east. Come on, plane. Alright, I'm gonna throw the parking brake back on. See, I hate getting on there before everybody, because now we're gonna slow them down. Fuel. Let's check them. Alright, 74 and 74. Symmetry over here looks good. Fuel selector switch is it's already switched over to the left, by the way. Fuel selector switch, check to make sure it is an auto. Auxiliary boost pump switch is an auto. Altimeter setting, I already hit the button, so that's good. Altitude select is at 18.5, we're good with that. By the way, turn on my CDI. Engine instruments, battery charging. It says around 50 amps. So I don't know how, it says less than 50 amps. Well, it's definitely not less than 50 amps. You're gonna have to go around, buddy. Alright, we're all lined up. All the lights are on. We've got to do our prop test, speedo, what is it, speedo prop test or something like that? Propo speed test. Take this to 1900. See, then it comes down. I hate that. Because now we gotta wait for it to come up and then come back down. It'll settle. See, here it comes down. I'm gonna go. I want to do the test, but we gotta wait for it to settle again. Make sure it decreases by 50 to 250. It is. Then it came back up by a minimum of 50. That's good. Tap back in idle. Alright, Let's try not to hold everyone up. That guy hasn't gone around yet, so parking brake is off. Let's go for it. Not quite full power. I don't know why she needs to swing left so hard. Come on, speed. Give it a little more power. Jeez, I can't get her straight. Way left is just insane. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate, get her off the ground. Positive rate. Wow, she is just all over the place. Gear coming up. Climb around 110 to 115, which we are doing. Speed's coming down a little bit. We are kind of heavy. Go ahead and get rid of the flaps. Speed will come up a little bit. Flaps goes to 850.
402, turn next taxiway.
Oh man, are they already on the ground? That's crazy. So torque should be around 121.4. We're at 120. Hitting 120 right there. 121, I should say.
Nassau Tower, JetBlue 422, ready to go. Runway 14.
Even JetBlue's over there. Alright, everything looks so good. Our climb speed should be around 130 knots today. We're at what, 137? Sorry, I have to take my eyes off. Bow damper is on. Taxi light is off. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the autopilot as well. Switch this over to nav. And our vertical speed. Climb around, I'll try to set around 1,200 feet a minute. She does it easily. Check up top, make sure AP trims are on. This is what I wanted. Taxi light is off. Yaw damper is on. Now for our climb, we just adjust the power lever when we want. Climb speed, it says as required. Cabin pressure, cruise altitude plus 1,000 feet. Which we don't seem to mess with that because I haven't posted one, so you all can tell me just yet. As we climb, of course, we'll check the fuel tank gauges for symmetry. They actually look good right now. De-ice system as required. We're not going to have to worry about any de-icing or anything like that. Then I'll do the cruise procedures when I get up to our cruising altitude. In fact, I mean, we're climbing so... We're, what, 1,100? And we're coming up 194 knots, so let's increase our climb rate just a little bit. You can tell me one thing. When we get up to cruising, I usually put that at 80%, and we don't move that from what I understand. Someone told me that, and it never says to move that. But it doesn't say to change the prop RPM either. Although I have been putting that at 80. I don't know if that's right or not. Now I just increased this to 1,300 feet, and we're still at 196 knots. See the cabin pressure. That's in the green. That's... I guess we just keep that one in the green as well. I'm not really too sure. Now the amps, actually it says 0... amps. Battery 0, generator 9. We're at 20. Because it said less than 50 amps. Which that is definitely less than 50 amps. I don't quite understand that. It's on the battery. That's on main. It's just weird that it's off by so much. Or it's giving such a big number and we have nothing. Hour and a half, hour 32 minutes till we get there. Let's see, it's 334 nautical miles. You can see that right there. Our desired track is 131. Alright. Well, we didn't get to see a lot because we were using the procedures. We're already up in the clouds. Bahamas are way back there. Everything looks good. It should be not too long of a flight. Like I said, an hour 30 now. I'll try to get her up to around I'm trying to think, if we're going more south or east, we're basically a little slightly over the east, right? Because it'd be what? 135, so we're like right at it. So I'll probably just leave it for 18.5. Which I kind of like. We're a little more to the east, so I'm going to go 17.5. I think that's a little more correct. I mean, not that it's a big deal. We'll go 17.5. That way I don't have to mess with the altimeter or anything. We're just getting screwed by FsPassengers. But with that, we'll go ahead and speed her up, everyone, and be back in just a little bit.
target, you can now feel free to invest your seatbelts. Descending below 10,000.
Alright everybody, just slowing it down here. I'm going to move this prop to full RPM, by the way. Alright, coming up on 8,000 feet, we're about 25 miles out. I was just thinking, you know, what I should have done since we didn't have Advil and all that in there, I could have just probably put it in through here. I might have been able to find out how to do that. Not really sure, though. Let's check out our procedures. Select the approach. Enter. So I don't know if they're on here either, because I don't see... Ah, man. GPS 10 RNAV. Let's do RNAV for 10. See, it's got Rigby, Runway Peter. See, I saw all those, but we don't have those. That's not what we need. You see, it's got all the different ones. Vectors. Say load. And let me see here. Activate the approach. Enter. See, it's going to bring us down to Peter. It's all very odd. I don't know if I could have put that in or not. We'll be at 2,000 at Peter, though. Got it set for 2,000. By the way, the direct Star Trek 103. Oh, that's for the runway. Right now we're at 167. I was like, what in the world? My numbers aren't matching up. Move this over to heading. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about the course, I was going to say, because we don't have any ILS or anything, so I won't worry about that. Got about 4,500 feet to go. I'll increase the descent rate just a little bit. By the way, yesterday I said I didn't know when I was supposed to move from 850 to 0, so it wasn't in there, but it actually is. That's the first step, actually, on the procedures. On your descent, you move it from 850 to flaps up. So I've already got that in flaps up. We're all good. I still don't understand why you turn on the inert step under 200 knots of landing gear at below 178. I mean, that's only like 30 knots lower right now. I was cruising along at 94% power, and that puts you right at 200 knots. I moved it down to 90% power and moved this like 180-ish. Mute my mic for 1 second. I think we still need to get down a little quicker. Pull back on the power a little bit, increase our descent rate as well. Because at this rate, we're still going to be a little freaking high. Alright, so let's really raise that descent rate. Out of the clouds, I can't see anything yet. I thought it said it was crappy weather. It might have just been very windy. I was looking at that air. I think it was orangish, which I believe is wind. Higher winds. Bring the power back a little bit more. Just need to get down. So like I said, I want to be at 2,000 at Peter, and we're going to be lucky to be at 4,000. I have to crank up that descent rate some more, pull back on the power even more. Good Lord, we're high. Although I don't know how far out Peter actually is. Above this 103. Don't see the runway just yet. Pull back on the power a little bit more, help us get down. Actually, going to move this to 1,700. Or, yeah, 1,700. I have the clouds probably blocking the runway. I can't make it out just yet. It's right there. We are high. That's alright. At our descent rate right now, we'll be fine. We'll actually have to let up a little bit here in a minute, I'm sure. Inert SEP is coming on. Technically it says to put out the gear, but like I say, that's too much. Because it says flaps below 178 as well, and then the... Alright, this goes to 0. Looks like we're still slightly high. I don't actually want to send that quick. Because we're actually pretty good right now. We might be slightly high, but we're descending pretty daggone quick. We just got it, so looks like we're right on it. Gear coming out. The flaps are going to take off. I think we're probably descending a little quick, so I'm going to slow our descent rate a little bit. I'm going to add a little more power. We're getting a little slow. A little slower than I actually wanted. Wow, that took a while. Yep, we're low. So let's just kind of level off here. This has been my nemesis, is getting too daggone low. And now I can't even see. Or just speed's getting a little slower than I want. I have to peak up. See, I can't, actually it's still too low. See, this is not what I want to have to do. We're right on it now. I'll let her get a little high before I actually take over. Alright, taking over. Yaw damper, you're going off. We're going to go ahead and start getting let down now. Our speed, we're pitched up a little bit. Try and get rid of that pitch. Get off the power just a little bit.
500.
Get a little high, which is fine. Alright, we're at full flaps. Now we're gonna get a little too high. Speed coming down. Alright, we're good right there. I'm gonna actually add a little power to slow our descent. A little more power. We're really pitched up. It's not really even a flare. You know what? Oh my goodness. I forgot to tell them to put their freaking belts on the descent. Oh my goodness. Although in real life they would understand, put your belts on. Now that wasn't the way I wanted to go. Our speed ended up getting way too low there. We were pitching up. Ah, that's gonna hurt our rating. I forgot to tell them to put their belts on. We probably came down pretty hard because, like I said, that was not good. Kind of like, they went back to 95%. Yeah, it wasn't what I wanted though. Got a little slow and low, and ended up pitching up and just kind of came down hard. Ah, look where we're gonna park. Yes. They can't all be perfect at this point. Landing lights and strobe coming off. Let me turn on my parking brake real quick so we can go hands-on here. Alright, landing. Let's see. We're done with this checklist. Grab the other one real quick. On to the third and final, by the way. Turn this off. Can't believe I forgot to have them put their belts on. I keep forgetting to let them take it off on the cruise, and I did it this time, and I kind of wish I hadn't. Alright, icing stuff. Let's look at that. Airframe, de-ice, all that. Prop de-ice, inert set, check on, windshield heat, all that. We're not using pitot heat, comes off. Bleed, it says, actually it says as required, not standby. The flaps can come up, we've already retracted those. The strobes are off, the lane lights are off, we don't worry about oxygen. In fact, our parking space is right ahead of us. Parking brake, XX for shutdown. So we'll just pull straight ahead over here. Works for me, at least. I like it when we have like a parking space just right here. Alright, stop right here. Parking brake. Condition lever is in high idle. Power lever, we gotta let it idle for a minute. Taxi light can come off. AP trims master switch goes off. It's weird that they never tell you when to turn that on. Bleed, engine bleeds comes off. Get rid of that. Turn that off. I never reset this, by the way. I almost don't want to use it because it's just I don't really know how. Alright, so the bleed comes off. Air conditioning I never turned on. Propeller governor. Feather for 15 seconds. I was looking for this thing. I knew it had to come to start, but I couldn't find it. It is right there. So we'll put that in start. Alright, it's been about 15 seconds. We'll go ahead and cut that. Inert SEP goes off. Avionics master switch. Go off. External light panels. We can turn off everything actually. And then nav. Take your seatbelts off again. Open up the exit. So all the external lights are off. Interior lights, all switches are off. We didn't use any internal lights. Fuel, auxiliary boost pump switch goes off. Fuel selector switch goes to manual. Kind of scared me there for a second. Tank selector off. I was like, I know I have to turn that off. There it is. So that does go off. Generator. Actually, we can just hit that and it'll take both those off. Crash lever. Alright, they're all out. Perfect timing. Close that back up. Alright, and let's end this flight. 346 nautical miles. It's about 3 times what we've been doing, which it's alright. Time airborne, hour 29:14 seconds. Flight time, an hour 42:03. Time on the ground, 22 minutes 1 second. Average speed, 233.28 knots. Climb time, 13 minutes 15 seconds. Cruise time, 57:40. Average cruise speed was 247.91 knots. Set time, 18:19. Landing speed 71.95 knots. Landing touchdown. It's actually, it says 116 on the vertical speed, which was a kiss. Landing pitch 5.2. So we were just so pitched up. So I guess it wasn't that bad coming down. It was just we're so pitched up they didn't have their belts on. So it was not a good landing. Landing weight 6,979 pounds. Total fuel used 474. Decline fuel used 122 pounds. 284 on the cruise. Using 296 on the cruise. I pulled back the power to 90%. I've been doing that, so we used less fuel, which is nice. Set fuel used 67 pounds. So ticket income $822, $874 for the cargo. We're still making more for the cargo than the passengers. Fuel cost us $230. We paid $7 for the airport taxes, $73 for the insurance. Total real income $1,386 times 50 is $69,300. Our fleet brought in $137,295 for a grand total of $206,595. Yeah, they thought we should be at 95%, so we decreased 0.28% to 97.83. Perfect flight, 80. Very smooth landing, 50. Landing scheduled airport 30. We usually get a lot more. We lost our 50. So we only gained, what, 30 points? Not worried about the pilot rating. Somebody is on the move. American. Down here at Turks and Caicos. Alright, I don't know where we're going to go next. I was looking at the map, and there's a ton of airports I want to visit down in this area. It's like, what is it? San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Martin. There's a ton of them. What was that one? Kingston. I want to go over to the Cayman Islands. Like, there's a ton of flights still left to do with this plane down here in the Caribbean. Before we start switching over, I'm going to try and hit up a couple others. Was it Saba? And there's another one that escapes my mind. We're going to try to attempt some famous airport landings. Can't remember the main one. I'm trying to think of it. Can't think of it off my head. You come right over that hill and go straight down to hit that airport. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I have that though, and we'll do that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.